Let's see if things are working. I mean, things are not working, I can already tell you, because my working PC is not working, or rather my the second PC of the streaming setup. But hey, who needs two PCs when you can have one, right? But that said, because I didn't really account for that, and that's why I'm also late, that might mean that I need to do some live stream setup and some live Blender downloading and installing. So if you don't know how to install Blender, this will be great for you. But first let me figure out this thing. Screen capture. Yep, this will be interesting. And we are still not live on YouTube, apparently. It's really not good. Why? Why is it like this? We are live, but not on the scheduled live, or on a different live. Wait, what? I'm so confused. But I guess this is how every stream begins, with tremendous confusion. Out of 6 streams, I think I never had the same problem, but I always had some problem. Let's see. And it continues to be my joy that there is no way to get from the YouTube streaming page to the actual YouTube stream. Which is great, because sometimes the YouTube streaming page says that everything is working fine when the stream is actually down. Okay. So, we have a stream. That's good. Now let's find us a Blender. Let's see, I have 3.0. That's not good enough. So we go to builder.blender.org. And while 3.1 is downloading, I'm gonna find my user prefs for 3.1 and find where the Blender user prefs are on this computer, which is a really good question, actually. It should be in .config, which is not here. It's in home guest .config. Blender. We have a 3.1. Don't know what that is. And the plan for today, of course, is to continue with snow. Except a big roadblock to that I just realized is that we're going to need to download the entire fucking SVN. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. Holy moly. What? Bruh. Not only do we not have the fucking SVN, we don't even have SVN the software. This is so not ideal, guys. Not ideal at all. Hello, how are you doing? I am doing very poorly right now. And somebody's having struggle with stream quality. I wouldn't be surprised, because our internet has been shaky at best lately for some reason. So everything is a nightmare. but it works for me. So I think the problem is on your side, sir. What is this crap? Okay, do we have SVN yet? We do. That's good. That's progress. Then I guess I'll just make a new thing here. Oh, but I don't have the okay, I'm pretty sure it's gonna take us a solid hour until we get to rigging something. So this is gonna be kind of a nightmare. This fucking thing. This also means I can't read chat at the same time as working, but I guess that's fine, because I usually can't do it at the same time anyways. Am I a developer? No, I'm just a rigger. That is why we will start rigging as soon as I get this computer set up. However, normally this computer is hooked up to another, but that one has fucking exploded because it's a piece of garbage. So we are improvising right now, but we'll make it work. Alright guys, you just gotta be patient. And I gotta be patient especially. Because for example, this fucking thing is not doing anything right now. And that really puts our patience to the test, doesn't it? What is this? No, I haven't lost files, just the working computer is not turning on at all. What the heck is SVN? SVN is an ancient version control system from the 1980s that everybody still uses because it's the only open source version control. Okay, we are downloading files. This is good. This is very good. Well, one file every hour? I probably should have figured out how to do a partial checkout, but I didn't expect it to take 6 years. Oh well. You know what? Let's put on some copyright-free Riot music through probably Simon's Spotify. Yep. Is he listening to something? He's totally listening to something right now. No, maybe not. Would it tell me? I think it would tell me. Meh. I hope we didn't kick Simon out of his Spotify. Come on, Snow. Download faster. We'll get there, guys. It's only been 10 minutes. It's not too bad. At least you get to see some live despair and troubleshooting. It's not really troubleshooting, more like setup, I guess. It's very exciting. Let's look at the to-do for today, because that I should have somewhere here. We want this. We ignore all this. Whee. So today we're gonna rig the teeth somehow, and probably also get started on the lips. Maybe try to do a nose thing. It should be simple. I think after I have some lower mouth stuff, like some jaw working, and maybe even all the way like lip actions, because they're kind of important to be ready sooner rather than later, then we'll do some eyebrow correctives. Because right now, and I can't show you, but maybe if anyone was here for the last stream, you remember we just set up master controls for the eyebrow. So there was a big bone that owned like a huge area, the entire eyebrow, and like forehead and stuff. But if you just move that around, it doesn't necessarily look great by default, but we want to make it look good. So that will be this step. Weight paint pass on the lower half of the face. I actually want to prioritize that over most of this stuff. And this stuff as well. So I'm gonna be focusing on jaw and lips today, which is exciting because that shit is hard. Assuming I ever get to open Blender and start rigging something, that is. I wanna bookmark this as well. Snow. I feel like snow.rig is gonna be that last file to be downloaded, but that's what we need. We can look at rain in the meanwhile. Oh, not even her rig, just a mesh. Well, oh well. At least Blender is working. That's good. What Linux Pop OS? If that's not in the description still, I think I should probably put it there. Operating system, Linux Pop OS. There you go. Check the description for specs. Is it Blender in general I have to re-download? No, it's our production files. Because this computer is normally just used for OBS, nothing else. And it's hooked up to another computer, which is dead. So now this will become my working computer, which means I need my working files, which is a lot of files apparently. Beware of copyright. I have been... Oh, wait, this is now playing... Oh, shit. What is this playing? Oh, no. I was supposed to be playing these songs, which is Riot's creator save playlist. But apparently, I think I was playing Simon's playlist. So I'm now, once again, wondering if I kicked Simon off of his Spotify or not. But yeah, I just played some copyrighted music, so I hope YouTube handles that well, and it will only like mute this beginning section of the stream, which didn't have anything important in it, and not the entire friggin' thing. That would be nice. Can I type Dutch in here, or do I need to type English? Stick to English, please. Is it pre-made assets of which you're downloading? It's what I'm downloading is the stuff that I'm gonna work on, which is the next free rig, free character rig that we're gonna be releasing. How's it going? Still very slow, but maybe it's here now. Pretty please. Snowda blend? Almost. We need Snowda rig in that blend. God damn it. What happened to the other computer? It's, I don't know. It always has problems. Usually it's like a matter of turning it off and back on again like 15, 20 times. But I tried that. And there's nobody smart around to troubleshoot it because it's Christmas. So my ultimate solution of turning things off and back on again is just not powerful enough today. Do you like geometry nodes? Sure. What's not to love? I haven't played with geonodes yet a lot, unfortunately, only like an hour or two maybe. And I was quite confused by it, but I expected that. And I figured out some stuff, but I didn't make anything pretty. I made a table. Actually, that was with the old geonodes that I made a table. With the new geonodes, I didn't do much. I made a sphere. Come on. I'll tell you what though. Oh, Snowda rig blend is coming, but before it arrives, I'm gonna go grab some water. Be right back, guys. Sorry. Let's stay hydrated, boys and girls. What have you worked on for the Blender Studio projects? I rigged all the characters for the last 3 productions. And now I will continue with that effort. What? Where is it? Snow.rig.blend. It says it should be here. I have been lied to. Am I blind? No. Well, anyways, this is the character whose rigging we will continue today, except we still don't have the file, and I'm kind of confused as to why. Checked out. Oh, there we go. Aha! Aha! Ha ha ha! We have a file. Brilliant. Okay. So I have to put a timestamp on the VOD that this is the beginning of the stream. Actually, we'll go full screen, and I think, whoa, did you guys see that? Let me increase render scale so you guys can see stuff better. Okay, so compared to last stream, there is a bit of a mess going on here, which relates to these bones, which I've added because I was implementing an experimental jaw rigify type, and it is kind of a mess because there's a lot of positions that you need to specify for it, or like, and by positions I basically mean bones. So as you can see, it right now it requires 6 friggin' bones to be specified. So it's kind of a mess. So, and this is like 1 day of development, so it's not cleaned up in terms of design or UX or anything. But it does some stuff. So here's the actual rig and the jaw bone that was already there, but we also have the mouth bone, which this just basically owns all of the lips. And what what it also generates for us is a teeth follow mouth slider, which does work. It's just the teeth aren't rigged yet, so you can't see it. But if you look at the bones instead of the actual teeth, you can see that this changes the parenting of these two cubes between this bone and the head, which is good for us, because that means once we rig the teeth to these cubes, we will have a functional teeth follow mouth slider, which is just a thing for like a cartoony effect if you want to move the character's mouth to the side and have its teeth move with it. I don't think that's going to be something that we will use for Snow, because he's not that cartoony, but who knows. Alright, also as a random fun fact, after the last stream I didn't save, so I had to redo like the last hour of the last stream, but that's not relevant. And then something I didn't have time to implement properly yet, and I don't think I will bother with it today, is the jaw squash, which currently looks like this. I guess you can see the idea, but obviously it's not behaving very good. And I'm not going to worry about that today, because I don't think this is going to be super important for Snow either. But the idea of all of this is just that a lot of the functionality will be implemented by code, which is nice, so I don't have to redo a bunch of constraints and some of the helper bones manually every time, which is of course the whole idea of procedural rigging. But anyways, what I want to do now is, I'm not sure, but let's consult the list. Rig the teeth. Okay, easy enough. I will actually show you guys a kind of cool way to rig teeth, I guess. And by the way, fun fact, in real life your teeth don't move a whole lot. So again, this is a cartoony feature, which is fine. We like cartoony stuff here at Blender. Okay, how do I start? I think I will start with the helper mesh, because I rig teeth with a helper mesh. Let's see, will I model it myself, or can I maybe use some of this? Let me try using this. So I'm going to duplicate that, separate it. I have a thing here, and this is way too many words for what I need, so let me try to unsubdivide. Yeah, I think this might be good. I only need one layer of vertices. I'll pick the outer one and delete the rest. Actually, like this. And then I'll scale this up a bit. And what I want to do is to create a kind of wall that roughly encompasses the teeth mesh. In this case, just the upper teeth. So I'll have a separate one, of course, for the upper and the lower. And let's see how that looks from here. I don't want this to have any materials, because this will just be a helper mesh. I also don't want it to have a subsurf. And I think I want this to line up against the outer edge of the teeth object. Roughly, doesn't have to be precise, I guess. But maybe it doesn't hurt. Okay, and then let's have maybe just one edge loop in the middle. I think that's enough. And what we're going to do with this mesh is use surface deform modifier on the teeth to, well, to deform it in a way that we get to avoid like weight painting the teeth, which is only awkward because we don't have a screen space blur, so it would be hard to blur weights from one tooth to the next. And also because it's just super easy and fast, and we don't need a whole crazy amount of detail for the deformation of the teeth, since they are hidden inside the mouth anyways. And this doesn't have to be this precise, I'm just wasting time here. So let me rename this to Geo Snow Teeth Upper Helper and move it to the Rig Helpers collection, which is hidden, so let me unhide it. There we go. But we can ignore most of the stuff in here. I'll call that stuff. All right, and then I want to make another one of these for the bottom teeth. So I just duplicated it, and I'll move it down here. Oh, I'm scaling to the, oops, it's not good. Okay, bounding box center. And I'll read some comments in a bit. I hope the internet is good today. I hope so too, man. I'm glad you're interested in a career in animation. Oh yeah, fair enough. I guess that is kind of confusing if I say we're rigging snow. Fair enough. Why does rigging take so much time? That is anything. It never ends. That's true. That's very true. That's so true that I was still making changes to the sprite fright rigs after we released the movie. It literally never ends. Okay. I don't want to move that thing anymore. Okay. Let me rename this one to lower teeth helper. And then we do the thing that I mentioned, which is surface deform, targeting this, and surface deform, targeting that. And then we hit bind, and we hit bind. And if you're not familiar with the modifier, what it does is when you move the helper mesh, it moves the actual mesh that has the modifier. And as you can see, it's just really nice. Like, I don't know, I love it. It's perfect. It's like what my best weight painting would result in, except I don't have to do any weight painting, which is always nice. Let's copy that surface deform modifier and move it up for the teeth, and do the same at the bottom. There we go. Up. Right, and then let me hide these from the render. Just all together, and also in the viewport I want it to be wireframe only, so it's not hiding everything, even when I'm working. What we will need to weight paint though is these meshes. So these helper meshes will be deformed by the armature. We just need to make those bones because we haven't yet. So, oh, I also finally fixed the frigging layers UI that has been broken for like the last 3 streams. So now I can press M to assign bones and Shift M to change armature layers with bone layer names. And that's something that comes built into Dzadik. So, teeth. Let's slap down some teeth bones. And where do we do that? We don't have a teeth layer yet. We do have a jaw work in progress layer, which is kind of taking up space, but what is this layer used for? Finger IK. What about this? Well, nothing. Okay, I'm gonna use that layer then as teeth. And I will move that to row 4, which is where it already is. Yep, that's perfect, I guess. Perfect enough, yeah. And then what I want is just create a bone here. Oops, scale it down, and there's a few setups that I could go for. All of them are simple. The question is, do we want like a bendy aspect to this or nah? I'm tempted to say nah. Nah, maybe yes. Yeah, let's go for it for now. So this is gonna be, I guess, sprite fright style, but I don't actually remember what I did on sprite fright anymore for the teeth. It's not 100% sure. But the sprite fright teeth, I would say, were quite different. Like the teeth were huge. So I want some music volume. What do you think, guys think? But let me know how the audio balance is if it's let me see, wait, testing. That seems pretty chill, I guess. But I also want to hear myself, so. Alright, so we'll name this to teeth upper 1.l. And then do some extrusion, well, just the one actually, to the center. To make sure this is completely centered, I set the tail x value to 0. There we go. Rename this to teeth upper 2.l. Duplicate this, and then batch rename bones, find upper, replace with lower. Oops. And then find .001, replace with nothing. Where do I want these bones exactly? I think at the base of the teeth probably is the best. Okay, and then the rig type that I want for these is cloud. We'll try face chain for now, which will just mean that maybe I won't have to worry about the center controls because they will merge into one. But we'll see about that. Let's see, what do I want? One stretch segment, tip control, yes. Merge controls, yes. Smooth. Maybe. For now, let's just roll with this. Oh, wait, before we symmetrize, I do want to parent these to... Crap, where are they? Oh, right. So I want the upper teeth to be parented to the upper teeth root, which already exists from the jaw setup that I did off screen. But it's just a bunch of bones specified. I just created basically the bones that the cloud jaw rig type demands, and they will have like kind of detailed descriptions on where to put stuff. I would go into it if it was like a finished design, but it's kind of work in progress, and it might be totally different by tomorrow. So I don't want to bother with the details. Once it's kind of figured out, I will probably include it in the Cloud Rig tutorials on the Blender Studio website. I might even just drop it if it doesn't turn out to be very elegant. But I think it's coming along decently enough. It's just strange that it needs so many bones, but I don't think it's avoidable. Anyways. Okay, so I think we can generate it. No. Something I forgot to do is setting up the... Oh, this, but I can only do it after I generate once. So let's generate. And it failed. God damn it. Missing to require position lower face behind mouth BY. Okay. Let me think. What is this? Okay. It seems like I might have committed some work in progress code. This is fine. We will do some improvisational code fixing as well. Or will What just happened? Anyways, while VSC is downloading, I wanna make a bookmark to the Blender preferences because it's gonna be important. Because oh, it's already linked. My add-ons are already linked. Ah, Linux is smart. Then never mind. Okay, because we're gonna go in and modify some files in CloudRig, which is in my Git folder, and it's linked into my preferences. And I thought it wouldn't be linked anymore because I copy-pasted the files, but it's still linked. So I think file linking works better than on Windows. Wait, why is VSC not installing? Pretty please, that's important. Pretty please, VSC. Okay, so while VSC is installing, I'll just delete this thing and contemplate this error. It seems... I mean, I remember writing this line of code yesterday, and I'm pretty sure I finished typing these words. But apparently I did not. I put comma space and then I finished typing. That doesn't make sense because I remember it working as well. It's very strange. Okay, VSC claims to be installed. Oh, heck off, man. Oh boy. Where's the stuff that I need? Dude, I have no, oh, because it's like not here at all. No, what? Just oh boy, stop! It just added the entire universe to my friggin' workspace. Oh god, how do I even get rid of that? Get me out of here! Are you kidding me? Why can't I remove a folder from my fucking workspace anymore? Dude. I might be too old for technology. Like, this right-click menu should have a remove folder from workspace button. There isn't even a new workspace. There is no close workspace. You can open a workspace, but once you open it, that's it, man. You're done. Alright. How do you even add up? Dude. What the fuck have they done to VSC? Jesus Christ. This is a nightmare. Okay. So where the heck is my Git folder? It is right here. Oh my god. Okay, I trust myself. Yes. Okay, everything is fine. Get out of here. And then we find the file that is broken. And then the line, which was line 91. And then, oops. So it demanded these, and I'm pretty sure they are called the same way up here. right? Wait. Yep. Let me quit this garbage. And so we should be able to. Where's the terminal? Oh wait, I didn't open Blender from a terminal. Oh god. Whatever. I reload the scripts. Let's regenerate. And there you go. Everything is just fine. Fine and dandy. So now we should have teeth bones somewhere. Yeah, see? These guys. Except they're on the wrong layers, which I will fix next. So let's see. All of this stuff should be on teeth. 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 Oh, wait. Never mind. Not that one. And then regenerate again. Now we should have a proper teeth layer populated with teeth controls. But as I'm doing this, I'm kind of changing my mind on the type of controls that I want here. Because it's these things. And I feel like this won't really result in a very controllable setup after all. And also I don't know why the bottom one didn't merge. You see the top one merged into this cube, which is good, and the bottom one is still these two separated spheres, which is not good, but I think I'm gonna ignore that and forget about this whole setup and do something different instead. I'll keep the bone names, but I'll snap them to their center points and scale them down a bit. And probably rotate them in some way, but what makes the most sense? Oops, from the normal, something like this. Oh, there we go. Z facing out on all of them. And then what I'm gonna do is, instead of using cloud face chain type, I'm just gonna make these cloud copy, so that they are just basically simple individual bones. There's no need to be fancy for teeth, I guess. And then we copy that to everything, and then let's apply good old trusty cube. Why not? And then we can give them a color as well. Maybe we'll give them a unique color, like salmon pink. Not a fan. What about this one? This one. Blue. Blue is nice. Well, blue means lettuce. Damn it. Colors are so difficult. There's so few of these that are actually visible at all. Like literally 3 of them. Ugh. Orange. We'll go with orange. Then make these a bit bigger, I guess. Oops. They're kind of visible. Maybe I'll push the visual aspect of the things outwards a bit. Like that. It's gonna be weird when they rotate, but I think it's fine. Okay, and then I want to make sure that these each create a deform bone, and that they are individually parented to their relevant teeth roots. So all the top ones individually parented to the top teeth root, and all the bottom ones individually parented to the bottom teeth root. Then we hit generate. Maybe not yet. Nah, yeah, we do it. We generate. Okay. Okay, so now in our rig we have these bones, and they have deform bones, and we're gonna use those deform bones right now. Maybe not right now, actually. I wanna split up my deform bones to a bit more layers than usual for better organization while I'm doing stuff. Because normally I don't mind the mess and the clusterfuck that's happening on my screen. But for the purpose of streaming, I guess it might be nice to keep things a bit cleaner. So I'm gonna... Where am I? Who am I? No, not here. This thing... What? Where are my teeth bones? Oh, I lost them because I disabled the layer. I'm silly. So... Crap, where's the... something is wrong. So this rig type, the cloud copy, should show me a bone organization panel, so that I could change the layer that the deform bone gets created on. But it doesn't, and I want to try to troubleshoot it real quick, since we already bothered installing VSC. And I feel like it's easy enough to fix, maybe. Or is it though? Let me see how do other rigs do it, because I don't know off the top of my head. Let's look for a function name that seems to resemble something to do with bone organization UI drawing. Nope, nope, nope. Draw control params. Nope. Are you kidding me? Okay, FK. Parent switching, relinking, root bone, FK chain, FK bone, hinge, deform chain, test animation, parameters, appearance, control, NM. Are you kidding me? Do they have anime music on friggin... What the heck? Where the hell do I draw bone organization UI? Parenting, controls, anim, bendy bones, appearance, custom properties, bone sets. Draw bone sets list. Who has this function? Why would this not appear at all? If no bone sets are visible, don't draw the panel. Bone set definition is BSD. Bone set def stop values. Is bone set used? Okay, this could be it. Because we don't have an is bone set used function. But we very well should, probably. So the aim rig checks if the set info's name is aim deform, and if yes, then it returns true if the deform param is enabled. This is perfect. That's pretty much what we need, I think. Except it's just regular deform. But the parameter that it depends on is CR copy create deform. Let's see if that does it. Nope. What if we just always return true? Will that even help? Yes. That helps. Maybe it's not called deform, it's called deform bones. Haha! There we go. So now, when we enable create deform, the bone organization panel will appear to let us determine where we want to put our deforming bone, which is exactly what I wanted. And where I want to put the deforming bone is on the teeth deform layer, which is going to be this one, which will be a hidden layer. And it will be on row 31, so the second from the last. So right there. And it's hidden because animators don't need to see the deforming layer, but it's for me. All right, so now what I want to do is select all these guys and assign the deform layer to teeth deform while holding Alt, so it affects all of these. And then I regenerate. And let's see. And yeah, now we have our teeth deforming bones right here. And we don't have to look through this mess. So you guys can see what I'm actually doing without me having to go in and select a bunch of bones a million times and isolate them. So I just accidentally pressed Ctrl 2, which I didn't mean to. So I'm going to parent the teeth helper mesh to the rig. And I want that armature modifier to be at the top, which it is because it's the only modifier. And then let's enter weight pin mode and let's just assign automatic weights from these selected bones and normalize them, which I have a shortcut for on Shift N. And we can go from there. I do want smooth weights for these because they are not bendy bones. And we'll see how they deform in just a sec. And they don't have to deform in a super complex or interesting way, as you can probably kind of tell. I do want their influences to kind of touch each other, but only barely. And again, I'm just, for weight painting, I'm just switching between add, subtract, and blur. I always get questions about that, so there's the sidebar. So you can kind of see what I'm doing. But I don't know if it's gonna help. Oh, did I put, oops, wait, I didn't mean to. Okay, it avoided it, that's good. I thought I put some weights of the upper teeth onto the lower one. So let's be a bit more careful. Automatic, normalize, and then smooth this out. Maybe my bone layer is a bit crap because I don't have one for the center of the teeth. I mean, again, the teeth would not be very often animated, but if you are going to animate the teeth, you might want to have one in the center. Yeah, I feel like you would. In that case, let me tweak some stuff. But do I want so many teeth bones? Yeah, I guess. Yeah. Why not? Why not? So let me move these guys. Well, actually, nah, I'll leave those there. I'll move these guys a bit more to the side. Do I even need to do that? Yeah, just not as much. There we go, and then disable symmetry, delete this one, enable symmetry. I also have a shortcut for this, which is Shift X. And then I will reset cursor refocus on this bone and set my pivot to the cursor, SX0 to scale it to the cursor, Shift N, recalculate the roll. Actually, that's probably not necessarily the axis that I wanted. Let me check on that. No, it's not. I want Z pointing outwards for consistency. Teeth. Lower. Do I put center in the name? Yeah, I think so. Lower center, teeth, upper center. My fingers are very cold, so I'm tempted to turn on some heating here, but it might be kind of loud. Let's try it. Maybe if I put the heater a bit out here. I'm sure the microphone picks up the noise, but let me know how bad it is. Because I am kind of freezing in this dark room. Let's take a look at the chat. When did I start rigging as work? Oof. Not that long ago, I guess, compared to some people. It's hard to say because I started doing it as a hobby, and then it, you know, hobby into side gig into main gig kind of thing. Like as a hobby, it probably started like 6 years ago. Nah, it's too much. Maybe it's not. Yeah, let's go with that. As a hobby, it started like 6 years ago, and professionally like 3 years ago. And then there was some in between stuff there as well. You didn't expect that the rigging process uses code? Tons of it. What language was that? Python. So the code that we were looking at is my Rigify feature set called CloudRig. This is what I use to generate the rig. Aww. Thank you, Raphael. It's kind of loud. Noise is pretty noticeable, but whatever. Isn't there like some kind of... Oh my goodness. All of that is the noise from the friggin' thing? That's crazy. Give me a sec. I have an idea. Ow. That didn't help at all, huh? God dang it. Well, that's the best I could do. But I think it only needs to run for a while, and once it's a bit warmer in here I can turn it off. This friggin' temperature measuring thing is definitely lying to me. Like, there's no way it's 21 degrees here. Can't you do a little programming in Blender? You can do tons of programming in Blender. Didn't notice the background noise until you said something. Okay, that's good. Isn't there a noise suppression filter in OBS? I bet there is, but I don't know how to use this thing. I don't even know where the audio input is on this. You see? Like, it's none of these things. Hello, 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 hello. Nonsense. Where's my thing? What have I done? I broke everything, guys. Where's the webcam gone? Why is there 3 of them anyways? Okay, you know what? Let's do an OBS cleanup stream. This stream is such a nightmare disaster anyways. Let's just do all kinds of random crap. Okay, wait, one of those was actually the correct one, but there is no Ctrl-Z on this. Oh no. Oh, that's me. So now it will work? No. There's a different order? Wait. Now I'm a bit confused. Oh, because... okay, I shouldn't have this thing in the background. That's confusing. Let's go full screen. At the top. No. Bruh. You go to the top. Haha. Then become small. Alright, stream setup destroyed and restored, I guess. Yeah, I might want to crop it differently though. Oh no. Alright, you guys ready for some open source software UX? Bam. Oh yeah. I love this. Brilliant. So we have a webcam, we have a work PC. I'm still clueless as to how to try to apply filters, gain and noise suppression method. That one. Well, it seems to suppress the noise, but how is my voice? Why am I in the red now? I wasn't in the red before. Testing, 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 testing. Maybe I was just shouting. Really? Huh. Okay, apparently the noise suppression is great. Let me know if maybe I'll just reduce my volume a little bit, because it seems like I'm shouting today. Testing, 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 testing. Shouting, 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 shouting. Okay, that seems reasonable, I guess. Okay, sorry guys for the live impromptu stream setup shenanigans, but this is how we're rolling today. I've accepted it. Let's get back to teeth. So I wanted to have some extra teeth bones here in the center. Let's copy the bone shape, apply the bone group. Somebody asked about shortcuts and Metstools shortcuts. So I have Ctrl-Alt-E for my edit widget operator. So as you can see, whatever bone transform I have, if I press the toggle edit widget operator, which is from the Metstools add-on, which you can find in the description, then it will summon the widget for me to edit. And if I press it again, then it will unsummon it. And if the bone does not have a bone shape yet, then it will prompt me to pick one from a list of stuff. And there's no images for these, unfortunately, so you just have to know off the top of your head what they look like and hope for the best. And also, if I want to make a custom one, then I can press this button, and it will just I can start with a shape like a cube, but it's going to be a unique object. So if I change this cube, oops, then it will not affect. Excuse me. Well, that's embarrassing. Okay, that's buggy apparently. Never mind then. Oh, god damn it! I thought I fixed this actually yesterday, but no. Never mind then. So this button doesn't work. What it's supposed to do, give you a cube that's not the shared cube that every other bone uses, but a unique cube that you can modify. But never mind, doesn't work. Whatever. I just wanted a cube anyways, because cubes are the best. Alright, let me get rid of the access display and make sure that this has the cloud copy regify type, so I'll just copy from another bone and regenerate. Which takes a couple of seconds. And then here we are again, and let's redo some of these weights again. Actually, yeah, let's just redo all of them. Delete everything. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Assign automatic bones. Oh, by the way, also my normalize all vertex group is Shift N. That's also just a custom shortcut for a built-in operator. What was not built in is this, most of this UI. That comes from the EasyWeight add-on, which is also in the description. Like, when I try to point everything out that comes from one of my add-ons, I start to realize that, like, every second button that I press is from an add-on. But hey, whatever, I guess. So, let's do some weight painting with the weight paint sidebar enabled. So you guys don't go crazy on me. Maybe I should tweak this mesh as well, because if I have a well, maybe it's not that important. It feels kind of important. So for this mesh, since this is going to deform our teeth, it kind of matters how the vertices are laid out, and I want this center pair of vertices to be kind of in the center. But now, because I edited this mesh, I want to go to the two meshes that are deformed by it and unbind and rebind them so that they are bound to the default shape of the mesh. And apparently I never bound the teeth, I forgot, so might as well do that while I'm here. Let's see if I want to do the same for the top. Where's the bone? I'll stamp the cursor to it so I can see what's happening. So yeah, you see I kind of want these two edge loops to be roughly favoring that center point. There you go. And that's just because I was lazy to model this properly, so I just used the teeth vertices, which are, you know, arbitrary. And it's mostly fine. Just here I wanted a bit of less arbitrary layout. Alright, back to weights. And so now I want both of these edge loops to be weighted to this bone. So when I move this, yeah. Maybe what I should do is have the intermediate teeth bones be parented 50-50 between the center and the corner ones. Is that an idea? I mean, it's kind of unnecessarily fancy, but let's give it a shot just for fun. So, armature constraint, a couple of target bones. This is one. This is the other. I don't know if I need to pick an object, but I'll do it. So this will look like this. It doesn't look too great, to be honest, because let's take the extra step. I have some damped track constraints in here as well. So I want this bone to look at this bone on some axis. I don't know which one. Minus y? X? God. See? Fuck, I don't know. Ah, that one. So it kind of tilts towards it, like that. But also... nah, that's it. I guess. Yeah. Let me try that. Let's generate this. It's not working. Arg. Okay, so let's consider this a bug. I'll have to do it like this. With the et notation. I poorly explained why in a previous live stream, and I can't explain it much better now. But the point is, I have two rigs here. One is the Demeter rig, the other is the generated rig. In the Demeter rig, I have the instructions on how to generate the rig, and in a case like this, it ends up being a bit convoluted because there's not much proceduralism that I'm doing here. It's kind of, you know, I'm breaking it bone by bone instead. Because it's just teeth, and I'm not trying to do anything fancy. So to retarget this constraint to target this bone in the generated rig, I would want to put it here, but because of a bug, I have to use the old way of doing it, which is where you put the bone name into the constraints name. And there you go, that creates this, so it targets that thing. And hey, now this, I mean, again, you wouldn't move these around a lot, but I think when you would move this around, I like this behavior. You can still move this. You can't really rotate it yourself though, that's not good. That's kind of a shame. Like this feels pretty weird to interact with, because it's rotating by itself because of the temperature constraint. What if you don't have it? Then it's not as cool. That's always a shame. So I could move the temperature constraint to a parent, but then this setup was getting like all kinds of unnecessarily complicated for teeth that no one's ever gonna pose. So I need to consider some life decisions here while I take a sip of water. I think we'll try something experimental. We'll try this, but maybe we'll hide this from the animators, so all they have to work with is this one and this one. Doesn't look very good though. Maybe we can fix that with a different scale inheritance. Wait, why is it even shearing from? Arc. Make uniform. Offset. I don't know. Why isn't it removing the frigging shear? Ah. Maybe beforehand? Nope. What about? I mean, this is getting ridiculous in terms of how complicated a setup this is, but just for testing purposes. How do you, no, No, this wouldn't work. Whatever. Just don't scale this freaking thing. I'll try this and I'll ask the animators what they think and we'll see where it goes, whatever. So, that means that I'm gonna move these guys to the... For now, let's move them to the unused category. Yep. And then regenerate. They didn't go there. What the heck? Oh, they did, but it's in there. There we go. So the animator will only see these 6 teeth controls. For now, but we'll see what they think. Okay, I didn't actually copy the constraints yet here, so let me do that. So this guy will need a similar setup as this. And this copy attributes menu is from the copy attributes add-on, which is a built-in add-on into Blender. But yet again, an add-on. Okay, and so for this one, I want the upper teeth bone and the upper center teeth bone. And also the upper center teeth bone here. And then X mirror these constraints, and this operator is also from Mets tools, and there's no hotkey for it, so I always just search for it. Or I don't have a hotkey for it, I should say. You can certainly set one up. And it's basically kind of like the symmetrize operator, but it only symmetrizes constraints, and it also tries to symmetrize drivers. And it sometimes works. Let's see some comments while I regenerate this. Do you have any recommendations for character rigging courses that is more towards stylized workflows? You can... Sheesh, stylized workflows. I mean, you can certainly try checking out our or my Cloud Rig series on the Blender Studio website that released some days ago. But yeah, that's for how to use Cloud Rig, and Cloud Rig is what we use for SpriteFry, and SpriteFry is stylized, so that might help. But it is kind of advanced, and it's like it's procedural rigging, so I don't know if you want to get into the nitty-gritty and rig things bone by bone, then that won't be what you need. But if you want to rig stuff quickly and easily, then yeah, then check out the Cloud Rig tutorial on blender.studio.com, studio.blender.org. I know our URL, okay? How long did it take you to learn Blender? If the question is for me, I have no idea. I mean, it's a bit like asking how long did it take me to learn how to be an adult. I couldn't answer you that question. I don't think I have learned Blender. Pose teeth, you want to allow animating boxing fights? Sure. Yeah, like I mentioned, I don't think posing the teeth is going to be used very often for snow. But for other characters it might be, so I thought I would experiment a bit with some new setup. And even for snow, maybe for some weird style you will end up using it, or whatever. You know, better safe than sorry. Why do you have to unbind and rebind the surface deform modifier when it takes like an instant to bind? Because it needs a point of reference. It needs to know, because I happen to be using the default state of the deforming mesh as the bind pose, but because there is a manual bind, you don't have to do that. So I could bind something to something else when it's already posed. And the great example of that is actually the spider webs in Sprite Fright when Victoria is cocooned. So we have Victoria posed by an armature and stuff, and then all the spider web around her is rigged to Victoria's body with surface deform. And that's only possible because you can bind an arbitrary pose to be the default state of the surface deform. So it's super nice. Would you recommend rigging with Rigify as a beginner freelancer or create a custom one? Are you a beginner or a freelancer? If you're a beginner, yes. If you're a freelancer, then you should already know what you want to do, I guess. I don't know. Then you should tell me what is best. Is there a way to change globally from quaternions to Euler transforms other than selecting all bones in Alt key? Alt key? Isn't it Control R? For me it's Control R. And I don't think there is. And I also wish there was, because for example, I totally forgot to switch these teeth to Euler. But as far as I know, there is no user preference to make newly created bones spawn with Euler, and that would be really nice actually. I never asked for it either. I haven't thought of it before. Maybe it even exists, but I highly, highly doubt it. Alright, I think that's all the question. Well, okay, I didn't do a very good job of answering this, but so whether you want to use Rigify or not depends on how fast and how detailed you want to be, because if you have to use if you have to rig like 5 humans, then for the love of God, use Rigify. But if you have to rig one monster creature with 6 eyes and 2, I don't know, backs, 2 spines, then you might want to rig it manually. Or if you have to rig a robot, you might want to rig it manually. So yeah, I guess it's not really a function of whether you're freelancing or not, but what you have to rig. Because Rigify is good for humans and animals, but not for some things. What are these things? Oh, it's the lips, that's fine. Why are they here though? Oh, because I'm on the unused layer. Okay. Alright, so I think the teeth are rigged. I took my time. Jeez. That took forever. But, I mean, this is a setup that I haven't tried before. I actually did use a setup very similar to this for the eyebrows of Sprite Fright characters, where there were like, you know, main controls and an in-between thing that was kind of automatic. Yeah, we'll see. Doesn't seem too bad. But hey, it's just teeth. Who cares? Let's rig the tongue. Hopefully quicker than that. So I'm just gonna go into orthographic. I'm on the Demeter rig. I will slap a bone right here. It's not centered right now, but I'll fix that in a bit. I'll name this tongue 1. I'm starting to get warm in here, so maybe I should turn off the heater. Let me hide the teeth. This tongue is quite short. Maybe I will ask modeling department to make it a bit longer, but I'll leave it up to the animators to see if it's a problem. But I guess, well, the animation that's currently in progress is not going to have a face close-up, so it's not going to be a problem, but yeah, I think we should make this tongue a bit longer. Maybe I can just do it. Should I though? Nah. Nah, I don't feel like it's a good idea. Nah, I'd rather let Julian do it. Okay, so, however, I do know that the guys love having a ton of tongue bones, so that is what I will give them. Maybe there's too much. This was fine. I guess something like this, whatever. Tongue 1, tongue 2, tongue 3, tongue 4, tongue 5. And then we set the first one as a cloud chain. And for this one, I think I would like to have a smooth spline. Tip control. That's it. Let's center it, because I said it wasn't centered, so I just reset my cursor with Shift C. And I'm going to set my pivot to 3D cursor, SX0. Now it's centered. Put my pivot back to individual origins. And then, well, I would like to do the boring organization stuff, but that's not available until we generate the rig because of technical limitations. So I hit generate and now I wait. And it created tongue control somewhere. Oh yeah, here you go. As you can see. Also, actually, I don't want cloud chain, I want cloud FK chain. And I also want to parent the tongue to the lower teeth root. And then let's wait, what? Why is my let me generate again, because my FK control bond set doesn't exist until I generate the cloud FK chain. Again, because technical limitations, unfortunately. And I want to put these controls on the teeth layer, and I might rename the teeth layer to mouth instead. Yeah, I guess that would make more sense. So let me come to Regify layer names, and instead of teeth, let's call this a mouth. And then regenerate. Turn off the heater. Let me also grab some water. All right. So now we have a mouth layer. It looks like this. It's kind of a big mess, but whatever. Let's rig that mouth real quick. I mean, weight paint that mouth real quick. I mean, tongue. Oops. Oh, it's not even parented yet. We parent with armature deform. We have our armature constraint. I should have put these deform bones on the other layer that we created earlier. Maybe I will. But whatever. Let's just assign automatic weights. Normalize with Shift N. And these are not very good automatic weights, so let's fix that. And since these are bendy bones, I want my weights to be pretty harsh, so that the bending of the bendy bones can take care of the distribution of the deformation, or the distribution of the vertices, or whatever. There we go. Super harsh weights. Let's see how it works. Could probably use corrective smooth, to be honest. I'm happy. Brilliant. Okay. Let me real quick assign those deform bones to teeth deform, which should be called mouth deform. Let's do it. There we go. All right, let's see what is next. It's to add some hierarchy to the lips. Okay, let's do that. So currently in the rig, what do we have here? This is the teeth, we don't care about that. I said we don't care about that, come on. So, we have some teeth bones, I mean lip bones. And currently, it's not parented too much. And wait, then we have more of these. And apparently with snow we don't have a lip corner bone. I guess that's fine. Yeah, we'll make do without it. Alright, so... what we're gonna do is create an overall control for the entire top lip, so that the animators, if they want to move the entire top lip, then they don't have to select every single friggin' bone one by one and move it. And then one for the center, which is of course this one, but it would also affect these and these partially. And then the same for the bottom lip, and then we'll go from there. So we'll call this master lip top and master lip bottom, and we'll give them some kind of shape. Not sure what. I would love if this button worked, to be honest. God damn it. You could try to fix it, you know? Do we do some more live bug fixing? I mean, it would really do me a great favor if that button worked. Let's try it. So in Mats Tools, but why is it like this? Like, why can't I have multiple freaking folders in my workspace anymore? It was so easy before. You would just right click here, add folder, and that was it. I'm very annoyed. Okay, whatever. Edit widget, edit widget, edit widget. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Edit widget, huh? And then somewhere there's like a load widget something something. Or not. God damn it. Here. Ensure widget. Maybe that will do it. Okay, load scripts. Undo some of this. Control Alt E. Cube this thing, bam. This shouldn't be getting called here in the first place. Wait, what is this? This is what I want. I think this part might be fine. Yes. But this is what we don't want. And it's kind of hard to explain this because I don't want to go into much detail because I have a pretty fresh memory of this code because I was touching it yesterday. But I mean, basically there's a line that checks if this thing already exists, and that check is not using this instead of this, I think. Fuck. Well, progress, now it does nothing. Okay. I mean, I guess we need it in both places because... So the widget name is cube, and the object name is this thing, masterly bottom. That's the name of the bone with the widget prefix. So, and when this function is called from there, an object name is specified. And if an object name is specified, then try to look for the object name, not the widget name, locally. Now, if it exists, it still shouldn't be returned, to be honest. Because this implies creating a new object always. Although that's not clear from the UI. Arg. I shouldn't have jumped into this. Maybe this was kind of complicated. But you know what will make it easy? If we ignore design questions and just force it to work. So if an object is specified, look for the object. If the object is found, return it. Yeah, whatever, fine, just return it. It won't be found in this case anyways. And if it's not found, then load the widget with the widget name. And then... Oh crap, but... Okay, this sucks. Because when I append the widget, I have no way to get a reference to it without knowing its name. And in this case, its name is going to get fucked up. It's going to get a .001 at the end. So when I try to find the object by the widget name, I don't find anything. Or well, I find the wrong thing. I find the original cube. Arg. Do we do something satanic, guys? So this here 4 lines of code appends the cube from the widgets file. And I want to know what will be the name of the cube when it gets appended. Normally, of course, it will be the same as before. But if there's already cube and cube.001, then it's going to turn into cube.002. So here's what we do. We say that appended name starts out as widget name. And we have a counter which starts out at 0. And then so this is iterating through the objects in the source file, and if it finds the widget name, then it will append it. Can I change the name at this point? Data2.objects that append O. Can I do O.name equals test? So that should execute when I do this, I think. I don't think that worked. We'll add test in the name and we'll say print. Then we close. Actually, wait, I need to restart Blender real quick because I don't have a console and I could use a console right now. But I am spending a bit too much time on this, so I might just give up because I thought this would be a quick 1-minute fix and it's been like 10 minutes or 15 minutes of me doing this, so maybe it would be better to just ignore it. Ah, that's the other Blender. I need Blender's Blender, not this Blender. Even then, it's still nice to have a terminal open, so ./Blender. Yeah, I think I'll give up on this. I don't think I'm gonna figure it out in a reasonable time span. So instead, let's just make an object from scratch the old school way. Actually, wait, semicircle. Let's use semicircle. Where is it? Crap. Semicircle. And then with some transformations. -90. Big scale. Perfect. All right, then we want to change these armature constraints that we set up here. No, actually, no, we just want to parent these guys to this and parent the bottom lips to the bottom lip master. And then from the jaw setup, we want to parent both of the upper and lower lip masters to the mouth, which apparently we already did. I don't know when, but sure. And then let's hit generate. And then let's read some chat. What is OS? It's in the description. It's Pop OS. What will be the future of bone layers? I have no idea. Hopefully a collection system. But there's no roadmap, so don't hold your breath. We recommend... Oh, I've seen this one. Is there a way to change it globally? Oh, I've seen that one too. Are they separate rigs? One character with multiple rigs? Not quite. It's the meta rig creates the actual rig or the generated rig. So I use the meta rig to generate the real rig. Python is so elegant. It's true, except when I'm using it. I don't wanna dive too much into this Python. I think I should redesign this or rewrite this function or split it into two separate functions, because right now it's trying to account for too many different situations depending on what buttons I tick in the operator and stuff. Okay, Blender. So in our generated rig, if I unstick my Alt key, we now have a lower lip master which doesn't do anything. Haha, why not? Why not? Oh, because we have a thing in the mouth setup, because the lower lip has special parenting, which I will maybe explain in a bit. But so to make this work, I want to remove all of this crap and set as root parent this thing. Okay. So in the mouth generation code, I create a helper bone, which is this guy. It's a copy transforms to the jaw, and what that allows me to do is I can open the jaw, and that will move the lips. But the lips are actually parented to the master mouth. And the only reason that works is because this bone is also parented to the master mouth, but it copies the transforms of the jaw. So when I open the jaw, it still opens the jaw for the lower lips, even though the lower lips are actually owned by the mouth. I don't know, it wasn't the best explanation, but yeah, that is what happened. What's happening? Okay, something that is not going too well here, though, is the lower teeth and the tongue. They are very odd. Let's figure out why that is. Oh, the tongue actually also needs to be parented to this helper bone. So that's one thing. And I can fix that right here. And the lower teeth, well, probably the same. Yeah, actually, same problem. Yep, that should do it. Let's regenerate. Let's read some internal Blender Studio chat. There's not much. Everyone is away on Christmas. Animation module meeting a day before Hungarian Christmas. Nice. Okay, maybe I shouldn't read Blender Studio internal chats live, just in case. Right. So now, when the jaw open, oh boy, something is still horribly broken. Those teeth, helper bones, are being double parented, it seems like. Wait, what? No. What the heck? Is this object parented? It is bone parented. Aha! Okay. Okay, this is also... Okay, let's fix some of that real quick then. So... we don't want any of our mouth elements to be object parented to stuff. But we do... or to be bone parented to stuff, rather. instead we only want them to be object parented to the rig. And the same goes for these, but I think that is already the case, maybe not. Oh, that's, but not the meta rig. Ah! The rig. Oh my god. So, moving the rig in object mode moves the stuff. That's good. Oh my fucking god. Okay. This is fine. Now we just need to figure out why the middle teeth is not parented. But I reckon that's probably because I forgot to parent it. But... wait, what? Right. To the root teeth. Lower. Which is that one. And then regenerate. Finally. Okay, now we have really working teeth. And teeth follow mouse slider. Ah, god damn it, it's not working. Why? Because this constraint is not being created. Okay, that might be a thing that I forgot to code yesterday because I was in a rush. Fuck's sake, man. Open folder again. Okay, I have to do this misery every time I switch between repositories, which I do like every 5 minutes, as you can already see. So I need to figure out how to open multiple folders in VSC, because this is absolute freaking nightmare. But anyways, in CloudJaw, we have the setup teeth follow mouth. And let's see, teeth top root, yes. So I didn't finish writing this yesterday. It's gonna be very simple. We just need zero jaw teeth, lower bone, 4 teeth root in teeth top root and teeth bottom root. I should probably stay consistent with the naming in terms of top versus upper versus bottom versus lower. Let's do that. Teeth upper root, teeth lower root. Why is upper 4 times though? Oh, because we have to change this. Wait a minute. Ah, crap. This one has to be different, I think. Because this lower teeth wants to be parented to the lower jaw helper. Ah. Where is the lower jaw helper? This is the one. Then we want to pass that as well. And this code needs, you know, it needs comments, it needs splitting, it needs typing, it needs a lot. But it was written in a rush yesterday, and now it's being fixed in a rush. But it's fine. Fixing it later is totally not something that never happens. This is not what I wanted to do. What I wanted to do is to do mouth name, lower jaw name, and then we say teeth root, teeth parent in zip, teeth parents, and then we say teeth parent.name. Reload, regen. Now it's gonna work. I haven't blinked in like 6 hours. Non-type object has no attribute name. Am I not returning it? I am not returning it. Classic mistake. Oh, I already have the name. Well, if I'm already holding the name, then I might as well just put from here. But also, I don't think I even need this. It works, except that it's not. No, that is not what it's supposed to do at all. Oh, god damn it. I'm a fool. So for the two bones, the upper and the lower teeth root, both parent bones have to be different, of course. So this, for the teeth follow mouse slider to do its work, this guy needs to, well, this one is correct. This guy needs to change parenting between the head and the master mouth, which is fine. So when teeth follow mouse is enabled, then it's parented to the mouth. When it's disabled, then it's parented to the head. And this one needs to be parented between not the head, but the jaw? Yeah, the jaw. The jaw, the real jaw, versus the lower jaw helper, which is parented to the mouth. Yes, this all makes sense. To me, at least. This is fine. But from code perspective, at this point, it would be easier to just duplicate this code, because the sub-targets are going to be different anyways. And I think it's less confusing to just do it like this. So the upper one will need the head and the mouth, and the lower root will need the jaw and the fake jaw. And then we don't need this teeth parent thing anymore. We can just iterate between these. This doesn't seem relevant anymore. And then we want the arm musher constraint to be the teeth roots constraint info's first entry, which is kind of dirty, but whatever. So please work. It's better. Now it's just a tongue that's being weird. Let's figure that one out. So the tongue is... Oh, the tongue is permanently parented to that. Oh, frick, because the tongue needs the same goddamn driver and constraint. This is fine. This is fine. Just means that we need another root here. So we will have one root for the lower teeth, yes, but we will also have one root for the lower mouth, which will include the tongue. So I'm gonna duplicate this, make it bigger. Oh, but this is so annoying, like... I don't know. This feels a bit overcomplicated. I don't want to expose all this mess to the animators. Yeah, this bone doesn't need to be exposed to the animators because they might want the lower teeth root. But I don't think they would want to move the lower teeth and the tongue at the same time together. I want to do that from a rigging perspective, but they don't need to do that from for animation ever, I'm pretty sure. But maybe it's also something I can ask them. But for now, I would say, let's name this root lower mouth. And this will be the bone that we specify to the jaw rig in this mess. And the tongue will be parented to this lower mouth. Arg. Need to generate first. Like so. Will it work? Yeah, it should. So then I want to move this guy to the unused layer. Oh, and parent the lower teeth root to that. This should be it. Yeah, your sanity point just keeps dropping down for each stream. Yeah, I think that's true. Is Blender rigging better than Maya yet? I don't know. I would be surprised. Oh, what the heck? Now nothing is working. That's not good. What? No! The root lower mouth now owns everything. That's not right. Why is this parented to it? What? Oh, I put it on the wrong bone. Oopsie, oopsie, oopsie. This is supposed to be master mouth. Yeah, at least the code managed to execute, so at least it has some level of flexibility that it didn't shit itself from that. That's good. Okay, come on. There we go, and... God damn it, dude. Sanity levels decreasing. And ever decreasing. Okay, wait. Yeah, so that is supposed to be parented to this, is it not? It is not. Why not? It's parented to the lower jaw. Because of this? Yes. Remove this. This will be the one. 17th times the charm. At least we got some nice chill music. Bam. Fucking works. Alright, now we are done with the teeth. Let's figure out the lips. Apparently... Okay, the top one worked, but the bottom one didn't. What the heck? Why would that be the case? Whatever, let's just try again. Wait, it says they're already all parented. Do these have a custom parent specified? Yes, they do. I guess I forgot to remove them. Okay. There we go. Upper lip, lower lip. Brilliant. Some simple controls. Now, I would say the next step, it would be nice to... Okay, well, first of all, I should clean up a bit because... Why is this visible? Oh, because I have all this crap. Right, okay, yeah, I should clean up the jaw stuff a bit because it's kind of getting in the way. Right now I put all the controls and mechanisms and everything on one layer just because I wanted to focus on those, but that is not necessary anymore. So for example, the master mouth, the jaw, and the, yeah, just those should go onto not the mouth layer but the face layer. The chin should go on the face secondary layer. The jaw squash for now can stay here because it's still not fully quite implemented. The lower face can also stay here because it's not implemented. And then the root teeth, upper and lower, can go on mouth. Right. And then there was one more thing I wanted to do, which I'm forgetting. What was it? Moving this to the unused, but it should already be there. Yeah. Okay. So now, if I generate with just these layers, I should have a bit less of a mess. Maybe. This and this. So this shouldn't be here. Why is this here? I'm confused. This should qualify as a mechanism. Oh no, it doesn't. Ah. Right. Because this will be a future control. It's not a mechanism bone. It's just not implemented yet and doesn't have a bone shape. So to get it out of the way... I'll just say that jaw controls belong on only on the jaw work in progress layer. Okay, so now we have kind of reduced clusterfuck. What I want to do next is make these lip controls actually accessible, or yeah, visible. Let's do that by assigning them to a green group and make sure that they appear outside of the mesh. Now, how will I do that? Should probably stop being cubes, I guess. Although, I don't know. I don't mind cubes. But do I just make them bigger? Maybe. How much bigger do I need them to be? I mean, that's very big, but it's still fine, I guess. I'm okay with this. Let's just make them huge. Big old cubes. Why not? Maybe these corner ones can be a bit smaller. Yeah, I'll just leave it like that. I mean, these chunky cubes, they command some authority, I'd say. Which is good, because the thing I want to do next is set up the partial parenting between the lips and the surrounding area of the lips. Which is to say that when I move this bone should also move, maybe. It should not affect the nose though, but that's a weight painting thing that we'll worry about later. But yeah, this should definitely move that. And the easiest way for me to achieve that is with local copy location constraints. Let's see how those will work. Now, of course, we don't want it to be 100%, but like 0.5. And this is where the effort from like one of the first or second stream comes in, where the orientation of these bones is kind of important to work together nicely. And I don't know if it's doing that right now, you know. We can always tweak it. I don't think so. I think in this case it might be better for this guy to not be aligned with the mesh, but aligned with the lips. Like that. Because I don't think I want it to inherit rotation or even scale, but I do want it to inherit location partially. I think this bone is not even quite in the right spot. Maybe it is. Okay. Let's go with that for now. We also want this and this guy to move along with this guy. So again, I guess I would roughly align them. And I might do a more precise way of doing that in a bit. But for now, I'm just messing around, pretty much. Oops. Maybe we can have more influence on this one. So I feel like when both of these move up, then this guy should move up completely as well. Maybe not completely, but quite a lot for sure. Do you want it to affect this? Nah. Maybe this one can affect that, but alright, but here's the thing, if I use copy location local, then that's basically not gonna work. I would need an armature constraint But as I said, I don't want them to inherit rotation and scale, especially rotation. So what I might do is create a copy of each of my lip bones and give them a copy transform world space constraint for the actual lip bones, so that they get the transformations from the parenting. Okay, I'm not explaining it very well, but that's because I'm still thinking if I want to do it or not. But I think I will. Yeah, I think I will. So here's what I want to do. Let's just do one lip bone for now. One, I said. So we have this guy. I'm gonna remove the shape of it, and we'll call it, I don't know, the world lip top. That's not very accurate. A lock of lip top, because it's gonna only copy the location of it. And here's the thing, I want that guy to be parented to the same parent as this, which is this. Like that. And then I want it to have a copy transforms to this. Oh, not copy transforms, sorry. Copy location to this. Then I can generate this. I lose the test that I've done, but it's fine. Why is it? Ah, because I need to do it like this, of course. So now that bone comes along with this bone and with this bone. But here's the thing, it's actually parented to some bone that is miles above in the hierarchy. And it gets the rest of its transformations from a constraint, which means that those transformations that it's getting from a constraint are in its local space, which is very good. Why? Because that means that we can then have this guy copy local location from it, like before, and that will work not only when this thing is moved. Let me remove the influence to 0.5, but also when one of its parents is moved. See? Like that. Which is perfect, unless you go so far up in the hierarchy where that doesn't work anymore. But this is actually kind of ideal, so that's fine. So even when the master mouth is moved, that thing will move along, which is perfect, but not when rotating. Except for the location, which is, I guess, in this case, kind of fine. It's kind of weird, I guess, but meh. I'm okay with it for now, and then later maybe we'll come up with a different solution, but I think this is fine. Okay, so now I want to do the same thing for all the other things, and also I think these are creating a deform bone right now. No, they don't. Huh. Right, they don't. Okay, this is fine. That's good that they don't. So let's do the same for all the other lip bones. Duplicate all of them, shrink them, squash them, remove their bone shape, and copy regify parameters of this guy, and batch rename them to have a prefix. Aha, yes, so bone is prefix lock dash bam, then batch rename, find replace, go to 001, then parent, wait, yes, am I parenting these to that? I'm pretty sure. No, I'm not. No, 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 no. These guys will copy location of the big guy. So we'll just set this up one by one, and I might, since I already have this super complicated jaw rig that you have to select a billion bones for, I guess if I figure out how this can work nicer under the hood, I might as well just add the lip chains and also do this kind of setup automatically. But that's future. But this is certainly the kind of the kind of manual labor that you would want to automate, if possible, because this is pretty trash. But you kind of gotta do it. But it would be certainly ideal if a robot would do it for me. Okay, this is all fine. And then I want, yeah, no, this is, wait, there is something missing, I think. Is there? Maybe not. Yeah, maybe that's it. And then we generate. And later on we will hide these bones to a mechanism layer, but for now we need them pretty frequently, so I'll just keep them around. So, yeah, let's start setting up these copy location things on the Demeter rig as well. So, let's see. Do I want a perfect alignment on this? Maybe I do. Or I don't have an operator for that, but I should. But I'll just try to write a little snippet here. For EB in context.selected editable bones. Active EB before the context.active bone. EB.vector equals active EB.vector.copy. Something like that, maybe? Why not? Can't set attribute. Why not? Fine then. Active EB.tail. No. EB.tail equals EB.head minus. No. Plus active EB.vector. I don't need the copy. Will that do it? No. Why not? Oh no. Oh no! Why can't I undo? Ah! Are you kidding me? Bruh. He just misaligned my bones. Okay, so let's save the file here, because apparently we can mess it up quite easily. I'm not sure why this wouldn't have worked. That makes no sense. So this code should definitely skip the active bone and not mess it up, right? Okay, progress. It didn't. Now it does nothing. Oh wait. Wait, what? It actually should have messed it up. Ah, whatever. It works. Does it mess up if I have a mirror on? Yes, it does. Aha! Okay. We want to make sure we have X mirror off for this. That's fine. We will just do that. Although, because there's no undo, maybe I should build this failsafe before I annoy myself too much. Oh, it's on the object. There we go. Perfect. So if it's enabled... What do you mean check the console? Come on, just give me the assert here. Whatever. So that's foolproof. So let's align some bones, which totally messes up our axis, of course. Do I want this one? Yes, I think so. I also want these to be kind of closer to each other, but still be kind of aligned with the mesh. Some kind of middle road. And then similar stuff for the bottom here. Here we want Z facing inwards. So it actually turns out that most of the bone aligning that we did in the beginning was kind of pointless. But not really. Okay, I don't think the lips will affect these guys. Did I change this just now? Ah, whatever. It's fine as it is. This is not fine though. This should be like this. And then this should actually also be like this. Okay. Okay. So there's the changes we've done. So these bones are no longer aligned with the edge loops, but rather the actual lip bones. So they can copy local locations better, which I think is fine. There's probably different ways to do this as well, but whatevs, you know. Alright, so let's, well, actually before I regen, we might as well slap down some constraints already. Such as a copy location of this to this. And that should have an influence. Oh wait, but wrong bone. It should target this, which now has a double prefix because, oops. That's my bad. I shouldn't have selected it when I was doing the batch renaming. Let's see. Oh, and these were not mirrored over yet, which I guess is fine. I'll do them in a bit. Oh, this song though. It's kind of a random jammer, man. It's kind of a jammer. I actually haven't listened to relaxing songs in a long time. Like, probably over a year. Is this what it feels like to relax? How strange, not familiar. What's going on here? Oh, these are space. Oh god. Something has gone awry. Shit. That's better. But that's not.
Always on the outside, through a window looking in. Never the right time, so the chance goes by again. Lines begin to show, we feel broken.
Sick.
Move on, we have to drop the pieces we're holding. And no one is perfect. You don't need to be strong every single day. No one really knows along the way that the best things in life can be perfect anyway. Chase the wind again, knowing just what they'll say. Don't care anymore, can't stay still anyway. Lines begin to show, we feel broken. To move on, we have to drop a piece
Why is the face rig so detailed? Is it better to use blend shapes? Maybe. I don't know. You can certainly make a fully shaped key-based rig, but I just don't like to sculpt all the shapes and the correctives that much. But maybe I should. Maybe it's less of a nightmare to set up than this. But I don't know. This is the wrong way. It is. Huh. So for lower lip, Z axis should be facing inwards. And I don't want to invert these axes on this constraint. There you go. These guys should also be inverse of each other, I guess. Wait, what? No, that's not what I want. What is it that I want? I think this is what I want. Yeah. Hey, let's do a little trick, because I'm annoyed by the teeth poking through the face all the time, which is still an issue on Rain, and I haven't fixed it yet, but I think I will at some point. Let's get ourselves a head helper mesh really quickly, which will look something like this. Is that some unce I'm hearing? Not really, actually. When I will have the time, I will create a software that will make rigging in seconds. No 3D software company got rigging right. Rigging should only take seconds. Mixamo exists. Yeah, so yeah, I'm the only rigger and there's always something to rig, so, and I'm also not much of a tutorial maker expert. Yeah, I wouldn't want to make a tutorial where I rig a character bone by bone, because I don't use it. I don't even use that workflow anyways. The workflow that I use, I made a tutorial for. It was good enough to rig sprite right, so it should be good enough. So the goal with what I'm doing currently, by the way, is to create a helper mesh that we can shrink wrap stuff inside of, such as the teeth helper mesh, so that the teeth will always stay inside the head. Yes. Wait, damn it. Delete faces, where is it? Delete faces, there we go. Damn. I need to listen to this song on full volume later. It sounds like quite a headbanger. Damn, Gridfield is so smart. That looks a little terrifying. Oof. Maybe I'll just merge this on one by one. Okay, so we have this. And we do want it to be deformed by the lattice. We don't need the masks. Yeah. It's not going to be specifically for collision, I'll just call it a helper. That's what it is. I don't think the... Well, I'll keep the corrector smooth for now. So, what we can do with that is grab this guy, put a shrink wrap on it, target the head helper, and say stay inside. So when you grab the mouth and try to yank it out of the character, it's supposed to stop you. It's not working as well as I'd like. Oh, because the helper itself is being deformed, which we don't want. So I would delete, let's just delete everything. And the only vertex groups that we want on this are Gonna be the neck, the head, and the jaw, I think. And this doesn't have to be precise at all. At least for now, because we're only using it for the teeth. Maybe this will work. I guess. It's working, we just need to tweak some numbers. Of course, at this extreme it might not work, but we need something much less insane. Sorry. There it is on the lower one. And then it could even be to the tongue, but nah. I think it's fine. But so let's hide this scary helper mesh. Okay, the nose is causing issues here. I'd say let's just sculpt it away. Maybe that will do it. Damn it. Okay, that's the tongue, that's fine. Well, it's certainly doing a better job of staying inside the mouth than before, as you can see. I think it's good enough for now. And the lower half could be better here. Nah. That's just the chin. I don't really know how to account. Well, I mean, I can sculpt away the chin as well, I guess. Fine. Great. Now the tongue pokes through in very extreme silly poses that should never happen, so... Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Every time I open my mouth, something else starts poking through. Why is it not poking through now? Because... Right. Hmm. Okay, whatever. Close enough. This is way too extreme to account for, so whatever. But hey, now our teeth should stay mostly inside our mesh. And that is good. I'm getting extremely cold again. You just contribute your new rigging system to Blender. You don't have to make your own 3D software. You're gonna spend a bunch of time working on rendering triangles and stuff, you know? Alright, what do I want to do next? How does this work? Good enough. This thing, good enough. Okay, let's do the lip center control next. Bendy bones are not a new feature. Bendy bones are like 2.6. That's like 5 years ago. 6 more. I don't know. Ages. They're ancient. Aren't they like big bucks money even? I don't know. Big bucks. Big bucks money. Wait, what am I even saying? Okay, I can't hear myself well, okay? That's my excuse. Why is this not parented properly? That's why. So I kind of want these lip bones to rotate when I move the lip center control up. I'm wondering how to do that. There's lots of ways, of course. And I remember, I think last time I did it with a transformation constraint. But I think I have some memory of it having some downside, but I forget what it is, so whatever, you know, let's just do it. Let's try something like this. Targeting this. That one will go. One constraint. Where am I? Where am I? This one. Go. That pretty much does what I needed. Maybe a bit more rotation. Yeah. Does it have to be inverted? Is there Y is gonna go downwards? And when it goes downwards, you want... Oh, it doesn't. You still want negative. I also want to extrapolate these boys. So, I said this before, but again, as you can see, like the face setup is not really automated. I'm doing basically everything manually. And like some of this could be automated, sure. And I think I will try to do it in the coming days. So I can delete some of these bones and have them regenerate them for me. Instead of me creating all of them manually. But I don't know. It's hard to know what aspects of this can apply to other characters, but I guess at least a lot of the lip stuff is definitely applicable to others. Like that they have an upper and lower lip control and the lower and the lip central control. But for example, the amount of rotation on this friggin' bone, that's gonna be different for every character. So then I need to expose it as a parameter, find a name for that parameter. Kind of a nightmare. From a design perspective. I should save more often. That's the first time I saved since I started the stream. That's not good. If we had a blackout, I would have lost everything. So I don't think I'm gonna do lip actions today because I'm already pretty tired. And I think I will end the stream soonish. 6 PM. Jesus. So we've done these two. I'm kinda... yeah. Let's do a very basic and boring weight painting pass on these bones. I should probably organize them a bit, but whatever. Let's just open them out and see what we can do. Oh, the main jaw, the form bone doesn't have any weights yet. Oh, because it's all on these guys, huh? Yeah, let's start with that then. Although it makes kind of little difference, but whatever. Start with some rough weights. And again, I'm working in this big mess where if anyone wanted to look at what I'm doing, you can't really tell what the hell is going on because of the mess of bones, so I should do something about that. Let me think. I mean, I guess I can just do this. And that's already technically better. Let's go with this. So now we only see the... well, let me do a box select up here and then we will only see the head deform bones. And we've already done most of the top of the head actually, so maybe we can get rid of that as well. Like the ears, the forehead and the eye rings. There you go. So this is roughly what we want to weight paint. We don't care about the teeth and the tongue either. Bam, now we're super focused. Crit. Oof. Those weights don't look too good. So this is the neck. Yeah, I don't want the neck to affect the inner mouth at all. Maybe the bottom part down there. Sure. I'm super cold. I need to turn the heating on again. I think I might have missed the mark on the bone layout here. I'm tempted to shift like all of these down by one vertex. This is Dragon Force. Is Pentakill the same as Dragon Force? Who knows? Let's go in chat, jeez. Life decisions, life decisions. Okay, no, it should be fine. It's just this bone needs small influence. These specs are in the description. Although actually, I'm on a different computer right now, but the usual specs are in the description, and I'm not doing anything that needs any performance right now anyways. So. Sorry, I'm not very talkative today. We have background music now, so I feel less inclined to narrate every brushstroke. It's just boring weight painting. You know what I'm doing. I'm clicking. That's all there is to it. You just pan, click, pan, click. This song is a banger. See? It looks like this bone should be lower. For sure. Let's do it. Ah, maybe not today. It's getting too late. But I think on the next stream I'm gonna shift these bones down by one edge loop, like I said. I think that will suddenly make things make sense. Maybe. Because then this edge loop that is currently being pulled down by these bones would be in between here. That would also make sense that I don't have a lip corner bone. Because I don't. I don't think I need one. But we'll see. I think I'm gonna end it soon, guys. I have done enough today. Maybe I'll do a bit of inner mouth cleanup first, and then that's it. For example, I wonder who's owning the bottom of the inner mouth, because apparently it's not the jaw. And that's a bit concerning. By the way, I just realized I also have a chin bone. And I think it is by accident, not creating a deformed bone. Where even is the chin bone though? Oh, it's face secondary. And indeed it is not creating a deform, but now it is. So I feel like that bottom of the inner mouth could be owned by the chin, for example. Maybe not even. But also the current jaw deform group that I have should be the chin. The only purpose of the chin will be a cartoony effect where you can open the jaw without lowering the chin. Which I don't think is going to be relevant for Snow. Oh, that should be parented to the jaw. Is this being selected by this thing? I think it is, or it should be. The jaw rig. Yes, it is. So in that case, I will come in here and throw in a missing line of code, which is that the chin's parent should be the jaw. Maybe that should be here. Draw scripts, regenerate. Shit. Why didn't it work? Ever heard BMTH songs? Not sure, maybe not. What is BMTH? Hotkey for select edge loops, alt right click. You're tired or hungry? Keep pushing, you got this. Thank you. I am both, yes, that's accurate. Maybe take a break for green tea. Nah. I think it's this friggin' heater that's making me maybe a bit more tired than I normally would be. I don't know if that's how human brains work, but like there's just no air in this room basically, no oxygen, and I don't want to bring in oxygen because the only oxygen I have available outside is very cold oxygen. I don't want it. I've never seen that much bones in a face. Wouldn't it be hard to animate afterwards, and ShapeKids couldn't handle this? I am experimenting with having a lot of deformation bones, but the animators won't see that clusterfuck. That's just for me. And you could definitely do it with shape keys, for sure. What's the point of doing all this heavy work? There's no other way. Shape keys just as heavy. I would argue heavier. And some of this I will automate later. It just hasn't been done yet. And I'm annoyed currently because this friggin' chin bone is not getting parented to what I want by the automation system, so. Whatever, I guess. What if I just do it here? Will that work? I don't think it will. It did not. Shit. What if we get rid of this? Then it throws an error. Arg, because I am stupid. What the heck? This is the most unruly bone ever. How did it ever work, even? Oh, it didn't, because it didn't... Yeah, I guess it never did. Shit. Okay, I don't want to troubleshoot this right now. What's the way to force it to work? Post-generation script. Boom, bada bing. Okay, so just to give you a bit of a future plan. In future, the chin will own some of these form bones here. We're gonna have a lip corner control here that's gonna be hooked up to a bunch of action constraints, so that and then we will create actions that pull the mouth wide and pull the mouth up, and both at the same time. And then maybe we'll also hook up a shape key to that if we need to do some extra super detailed deformation to get like a laugh line going here. We'll probably have a what's it called? A sneer control here, just like Rain did. We'll have a lip roll action thing here. What else? What else? Oh, eyebrow actions are still missing, so something I mentioned at the beginning of the stream is that currently we have this eyebrow setup where it's all just parenting, and it works well enough. It moves stuff around and stuff, but it doesn't really get you a pose that you can just use. You know, like if you move this down, like you can't use this. You need to correct a bunch of things. So we're gonna make those corrections ourselves. We'll have probably this corner, especially, it's gonna be counter animated a lot, I think. Which is also similar to what we did on Rain. Maybe this will be a separate control. I don't know. We'll see. Or maybe we just need like these things to move down or whatever. The eyebrow is not gonna force the eye to blink. That would be annoying. But this thing might move. stuff like that. And also like these things would maybe give some extra space, or oh nah, it's gonna be doing a bunch of like inward movement, I think, along with this guy, so it's not falling off of the skull so much. Still though, this crease is crazy. We'll somehow figure out this crease. Is it a weighting problem? Yeah, I think this might be a weighting problem actually. This bone doesn't seem to have any influence on those verts. So yeah, everything still needs love, but that's fine. We'll get there. And I'll also figure out this squashy thing, but that's pretty low priority because I don't think we will use it for snow. It's a disaster right now. This lower face thing control, we'll also need to figure out to get to work, because this will be pretty important. Of course, it's supposed to not cut his head in half. Ideally. Ignore this bone. So yeah, that's the plan, and then we'll have a face rig, I think. So far so good, I guess. Oh yeah. I'll, if anyone has any final questions, I don't want to kill this song halfway through. So let's go for another 90 seconds, and then I'm gonna call it. And then I'm gonna go play some ping pong if anyone is still here in the office. And then I'm gonna go home and celebrate some happy holidays by playing video games. That's the plan. Or maybe I'll find some IKEA furniture to build. You never know when those show up. I can finally rest, but am I gonna? Rest is for the week. Ooh, something before I forget. I should commit this, because I'm not gonna be on this computer next time. Oh, shit. Cloud characters. Terminal. CD, lib, snow, SVN, commit, star, bam. Face rigging whip part 2. Song edit. Stop it. Wait, I wanna have this page open though. Oh, what have I done? Stop. Okay. Alright, SVN committed. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. Sorry this was a very quiet stream compared to usual. That I feel like that also shows on the viewer count. Yeah, I guess I was pretty tired. It's Christmas time, I guess. It's cold, okay? And I suffocated myself in this room with this friggin' heater. But anyways, last question, why not using Git? We use Git for code, but not for binary files. I don't know why. I think, yeah, I guess, yeah, I don't know. I'm not the one responsible for that stuff. I don't know. I don't know what you're on about, Raphael. Body armor with bending, inflated dovetail. What the fuck? Yes, I guess that would be a ring nightmare. But anyways, have a good evening, guys, and see you guys next time. Hopefully with more functioning technology, but